there is nothing that we love in this world more than our little girl. And we were so happy when she brought Paul home to meet us, because it was somebody who would love and cherish her as much as we do. And George and Lucy, thank you for raising such a fine young man. And Paul, today you graduate from being a good kid to being a good dude. And I want you to raise a quick glass just to wish this wonderful couple an outstanding marriage and all the happiness that life can bring. Cheers, kiddos.
Father, we thank you for this amazing day. We are gathered before you, honoring these two amazing individuals as they set out on their path together. We ask for a special covering of grace and mercy as they grow as a married couple. Let them fall deeper in love with you and chase after you with all of their might. We stand before you today acknowledging the good work you've started in Maddie and Paul, and as witnesses to the fruit you've produced in them. We lift them up as they become one. In your name, amen. Today, these two proclaim their love and commitment to the world, and we gather here as family and friends to rejoice with them, for them, in the new life they will now live together. As you two become one, I want to remind you that these people are not just gathered here today to celebrate, but to champion you for the days to come as your journey unfolds. Maddie, you are a kind, sweet individual who feels deeply and loves much. You express yourself loud and often, and you fight fiercely for what you believe in. Paul, you are a pillar of stability. You are slow to speak and quick to listen, slow to anger and quick to understanding. You express yourself subtly, but with great intention, as for there is a deep well of passion and feeling from which you draw. Above all else, you two are purely genuine and authentic. You aren't afraid to have the hard conversations, and you both feel confident in each other to face whatever obstacles come your way. These qualities were given to you by our Creator, who will be ushering you through every moment that comes your way. With a lifetime of love, it has moments that are difficult. There will be sadness, tears, pain, and trials that you will face. But you must remember our God is a God of replacement. Where there was sadness, there will be joy. Where there was tears, there will be laughter. And where there was pain, there will be peace. And the trials that you face will be born again as lifelong blessings that are monuments of your love for one another.
Maddie, here we are after what seemed like an eternity of waiting. Though it hasn't even been 10 months since we've been engaged, it's felt much longer, because I've actually been waiting for this moment from when we first met. I know we both prayed continuously for the right person to enter our lives for some time, and here we are. I want you to know that these vows are not only for when things are going well and when things are easy, but also for when things get challenging, because that's when it matters the most. My first vow is to always love you to the best of my ability and to always keep in mind that our marriage must be Christ-centered and to always be a shoulder you can cry on, no matter the circumstance. I vow to put you before me and to protect you physically and emotionally throughout our adventures and experiences together in life. I vow to be patient, slow to anger, and forgiving. We only have so much time together on this earth, and every moment is precious. Lastly, I vow to be the best husband I can be. The world's greatest mystery story will be how I ended up with someone as intentional, intelligent, and stunning as you. But again, the Lord does work miracles.
Paul, I have waited 541 days for this very moment. For those of you who are good at math and those of you who aren't, 541 days ago is our first date. I knew from date number 1 that I was going to marry you someday. In fact, I even told my mom that night when I got home that you were the one. I had finally found my person. I don't know if it was the wings and the beer talking or the fact that you told me that if we were going to date, it was going to be a forever type thing, but I was sold. As time progressed, the quiet and awkward boy from that first date blossomed into the amazing man that I know and love today. You are the first one to comfort me when I'm feeling all the emotions of life. You are slow to anger when I drop food on the ground because I'm the messiest eater on the planet. You're the man I've been praying for all these years. You are my better half, Paul Ursu. You love me the way I've always desired to be loved. You make me laugh like no other. You allow me to unapologetically be me, and that means the world to me. I vow to love you more and more each day. Even on the days that are hard, I will love you to the moon and back. I vow to remind you of the amazing man that you are. You're kind-hearted, you're hardworking, supportive, loving, respectful, just to name a few of the things. I vow to love you until we're old and gray, forever reflecting on the memories we made, the love we shared, and the lives we impacted. I am the luckiest girl in the world, Paul Ursu. I hope that as we step into this next chapter together, we continue to lean on him and on each other. I also hope you will continue to put gas in my car after work, even though I know you never want to, but you always do because that's just the kind of person you are. Te you best, Puyu.
Maddie, I love you as I love no other. And here before God, I take you as my wife.
Paul, I love you as you love me. And at this altar, I do present myself as your wife, since you are the husband of my choice.
I therefore, by the authority given to me as a minister of the gospel, declare that you are now husband and wife. Paul, you may kiss your bride. I would now like to present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Paul Ursu.
Paul since he was just a wee lad at the age of 12. He's now married, thank the Lord, and even raising farm animals in his backyard, which I didn't see coming. The only thing he's missing now are little Ursus running around chasing chickens. I've had the privilege of getting to know Maddie. The only flaw I can find is that I'm told her celebrity crush is Michael Myers. On their first date, Paul's leading question was to ask Maddie what she wanted out of this relationship. But Paul knew what he wanted. He wanted this. He is a man who knows what he wants, but most importantly, he knows to put God at the center of it all. He and Maddie both have that in common. Even on the eve of his 21st birthday, when most wouldn't be coherent enough to help even themselves, he was still helping others. That night, after witnessing a car accident right in front of our eyes, we all looked around and Paul was nowhere to be found. We did a double take and noticed that Paul was actually out front in the middle of it all.
I went to school and worked with Paul about 4 years now and immediately got along very well. We became very close friends. He was like, yeah, no, I just want to focus on school and got all this stuff ahead of me. I just can't, put time aside for a girl. I'm gonna focus on myself and everything else will. And then a few months later, he's dating Maddie. So I was like, how did she flip the switch so quick, And then I met her and I could see why. We went shooting one day and he's listening to country. And I'm like, dude, this is polar opposite of who he used to be, listening to gangster rap, and now he's like listening to country. So, when a man falls in love, he starts listening to country. God bless you guys.
We were just chatting and she asked me, so how long have you known Maddie? Super simple question, and I hesitated because I can't really remember a time that I didn't know Maddie. Here I go, I'm already getting emotional. So we go way back, all the way, we were like 7 or 8, we started playing competitive soccer together, and we've basically been attached at the hip since. Anytime I have a big event, I have picture day, I'm going on a date, anything like that, she makes sure that she has time to do my makeup for me, and I appreciate that so much, and those days are dwindling, that's gonna be happening, but I will always cherish that memory. Maddie is the perfect blend of witty and goofy. She knows how to make me laugh by doing a performance to fight night. And I hear her fumbling around, and she comes out and she has heelys on, and she's heeling across the room. And I knew that Paul was the perfect match for Maddie when I found out that he, as an adult, also owns a pair of heelys. Is that true? I would wake up to huge decorations for both Halloween and Christmas. And I didn't realize how much I cared about this until November 1st rolled around this year. And we do not live together anymore. And I didn't wake up to Christmas classics playing or Santa figurines around the house. I have to say, I went to text her that I missed that this month. And I had already gotten a text from her, and I want to read it. And I quote, "If I was still in Oregon and we were still living together, my ass would have decorated for Christmas today." I just want you guys to know that it's been an honor to stand next to you today. I believe that the Lord has handpicked you for Maddie a really long time ago, because I think that she is the most authentic version of herself since you've come into her life, and I know that you make her feel confident and loved. So Maddie, it's hard for me to think about handing you off to a new partner in crime today, but I can't think of anybody better to do that than Paul. So, cheers to the Ursus.
For everyone that doesn't know her, she is the most amazing person that I could ever know. And anytime she walks into the room, it just gets brighter, and everyone is so excited to see her. And anytime her phone lights up with now hubby, but it said future hubby before, she would get so excited, and she would always have a smile on her face. And to this day, I just see that light in her, and I'm so excited for the future for you guys. But I love you so much, and I want to wish you the best of luck. And I see so much value in you guys, and I know you guys are going to go so far in life.